Hello, fight fans. Mike of MMA with Friends here, and I am so excited. We are less than 2 days from UFC 244. Everybody, please hit that like button. Make sure and hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed already, don't forget to ring that bell so you're notified whenever I drop a new video or go live, like in less than 48 hours for UFC 244. Guys, I feel like a kid in a candy store. I am so excited. Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal for the BMF belt. Vicente Luque versus Stephen Thompson in the magical 3 spot. Darren Till taking on Kelvin Gastelum in the co-main event. Before the main card even starts, we got a couple of top prospect light heavyweights. Guys, stylistically, these two are polar opposites. Corey Anderson and Johnny Walker, but both of them are very dangerous, and both of them are right in line for a title shot. Johnny Walker, of course, just 3 fights in the UFC. Corey Anderson, been around in the UFC for about 4 years now. But Johnny Walker, he has made a splash quickly in the amount of time that he's been in. And let's be honest, there's not a whole lot of guys waiting to challenge Jon Jones right now. First, let's go to Corey Anderson. He is 12-4. 4 knockouts, notable wins, all in the UFC. Ilir Latifi, Glover Teixeira, Jan Blachowicz. This guy can grind out the 15 minutes. He knows what it's like to see the final bell. He does not get tired. His cardio is incredible, and his takedowns are relentless. It'll be interesting to see how Johnny Walker responds to somebody with this kind of takedown attack. We have seen a little bit of Walker's takedown defense, but we haven't got a chance to see a whole lot of it because, guys, he hasn't been inside the cage a whole lot. Johnny Walker in his career, 17 wins, 3 losses, 14 knockouts, and 2 submissions. So just one of those wins going the distance. Just 3 fights in the UFC, but already with notable knockout victories over Misha Cirkunov and Khalil Roundtree. All 3 of his knockouts were in the first round. And in fact, he spent less than 3 minutes inside the octagon. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to be exact combined. That is absolutely absurd. Now let's talk about this stylistic bipolarism we have going on here, or polar opposites. Corey Anderson, this is a guy that can grind. He can continue to push you to get the takedown. He's not going to get tired. He's went 15 minutes over and over and over again. It's not something Johnny Walker has done. We have no idea how good his cardio is. We really don't know a whole lot about the guy, except for he's pretty good at not getting hit and avoiding takedowns in a very short amount of time, and he hits like a Mack truck. This guy literally reminds me of a light heavyweight version of Francis Ngannou. I mean, the guy is absolutely solid. He's terrifying in there. And a lot of people think that he might be just what the light heavyweight division needs to challenge Jon Jones. Don't forget Corey Anderson. He has been right in the line for a shot at Jon Jones. He's got a victory over Jan Blachowicz, who everybody thought was going to get a shot at Jon Jones not that long ago, until, he got called on another assignment. Let's talk about Corey Anderson's keys to victory. He's going to have to avoid those big bombs, and he's got to do it for a very, very long time. He's got to continue to wrestle Johnny Walker. He's got to take him down. He's got to tire him out. Johnny Walker, he's a big guy. It's a lot of muscle. Eventually, you're going to start tiring a lot when you got that much power, that much muscle. I think he could tire him out over the 15 minutes. Things to watch if you're Corey Anderson. Obviously, don't get hit. It's very simple. Don't get hit. But it's not that simple because you got 15 minutes to avoid taking one of those thunderous shots from a guy who spent 2 minutes and 50 seconds in 3 total fights. He has not fought anyone, I believe, on the level of Corey Anderson, though. Now, Johnny Walker, he showed a little bit of takedown defense. Like I said before, only been to decision once. So cardio is a question. It's not that he doesn't have the cardio. It's just that we don't know yet. And there's a good chance that we're going to see. He's going to have to avoid those takedowns. He's going to have great takedown defense and try to stay off his back. Is that shoulder healed all the way from that celebration? Hopefully he's 100%. That's definitely a key to victory. And, the main key to victory, though, I think is just stopping the takedowns, getting back up when Corey Anderson tries to take him down, and then he knows what to do when he's standing. He's going to land those bombs, and if it stays standing very long, I don't see Corey Anderson standing in front of this guy very long. There's an X factor in this fight. Big X factor. Corey Anderson's chin. I mentioned he had went the distance with Glover Teixeira. He got through the fight with Jan Blachowicz. This guy has been chinny, though. In his 4 losses, he was knocked out in the 3rd round, both by Ovin St. Preux and Gian Vellante. Then he got knocked out in the 1st round by Jimmy Manawa, who's a very explosive, powerful guy. None of these guys have the power that Johnny Walker has. And nobody in that light heavyweight division has the power that Johnny Walker has. And maybe we haven't seen anyone ever in that light heavyweight division that has that kind of power. So my prediction for Corey Anderson versus Johnny Walker is I see if Jimmy Manawa could take out Corey Anderson in the 1st round, I think that chin is going to implode like a house of cards when Johnny Walker lays that right hand down. And so I have Johnny Walker winning this by 1st round knockout. I think he calls out John Jones, and depending on what Jones has next, if he doesn't have another fight scheduled, I think Johnny Walker quickly becomes the number 1 contender in the light heavyweight division. But I want to know what you guys think. Who do you guys think wins this? Do you think Corey Anderson out-wrestles it? Do you think Johnny Walker catches him with a knockout? Maybe something else? Let me know down there in the comments. I cannot wait for these fights, guys. They are almost here, I promise. As always, I love you. I respect you. And have your fine asses a happy Halloween.